If you're just getting started with AI, ChatGPT could be the best AI to start with. To use ChatGPT, go to chatgpt.com and you'll be taken to the OpenAI website. To use ChatGPT, you need to create an account. To create an account, click this button right over here. And you could use your email, Google, and Microsoft account. When you finish creating your account, you'll be able to use ChatGPT. Click New Chat in the upper left corner. The great thing about ChatGPT is that each of these new chats remembers what you've typed. So you can think you're using a different ChatGPT every time you change your chat. But there's some limitation with ChatGPT. All the data that ChatGPT has learned only goes up to September 2021. So if any event happens since then, ChatGPT won't be able to answer on current events. Let's start it. You can type whatever you want to ask to ChatGPT. For example, I will ask ChatGPT, who is the founder of Microsoft. It's going to give us an answer. Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. They co-founded the company in 1975, and it'll continue. ChatGPT is more like conversating instead of searching on Google and having to look for the correct answer. ChatGPT summarizes the answer to your question and gives it to you. You just need to type anything you want to know about and wait for the answers. I'm going to ask, who is the director of John Wick 1? And it'll answer your question, which is the correct answer. See, this isn't hard. The second comment type is asking for suggestions. I will create a new chat here. We can ask ChatGPT for any type of suggestions. If you want to learn about game development, you can ask, recommend me 3 books about game development. It will tell you 3 books about game development and their author. And this is correct because it gave us 3 books about game development. If you don't like these suggestions, you can always click Regenerate. As you see, the number appears beside the suggestions. This shows how many times the suggestions were generated, and you can switch between them using the arrows beside the number. Also, you can click thumbs up or thumbs down icon to give feedbacks to it. You can also ask ChatGPT for action movies to watch on Netflix. And it will suggest you 3 action movies to watch within September 2021, so new movies are not going to be on the list. The next thing we are going to use is language translations. You can think that ChatGPT translates between languages better than Google Translator. Google Translator is good when you're translating a few words. But ChatGPT is good when you're translating things like essays, scripts, and other long sentences. So let's go and try that right here. Well, I like to give ChatGPT some context, so I'm going to say something like, I'm traveling in Korea and I want to ask waiter what are the most popular dishes. Can you translate this for me? You can ask these questions in other ways, but this is how I always ask ChatGPT. As you guys see, it knows what exactly I'm asking for. It has that context, and it gives us the translation, which is this right here. Also, if you have a foreign language email or ebooks, you can just copy and paste it into ChatGPT for actual translation. To do that, you just need to type translate, paste the context and language you want. So the next command prompt that we are going to talk about is comparing different things. ChatGPT is very good at this, and it has so much information and data to create from. And that's why it can provide very good answers for you. So let's get through the example right here. What is the difference between dogs and cats as pets? It is very random, but it's going to be able to compare between dogs and cats. Even though you gave basic prompts like this, it gave us very high quality answers. So if we get through this, it talks about social behavior, exercise needs, training and obedience, grooming, feeding, space requirements, allergies, lifespan, companionship styles, and a little summary. Now, for example, this is too long, and you want this to be written in 100 words or less. You can ask ChatGPT to rewrite it under 100 words, but pretend like it's written by someone in 4th grade. As you see now, the context became a lot easier and shorter, and instead of talking category which was a little bit more advanced, it just broke it down into cats, dogs, and a summary like this one. Yeah, this is a lot easier to understand. This is another trick of ChatGPT. You can tell who's going to be a reader of this context. Also, you can ask, what is the difference between McDonald's and Burger King? And it gives us a very nice answer. Of course, I recommend you to give feedbacks for the answer. Just think that ChatGPT is a person and give some feedbacks to it. You can say this is too short, this is too boring, this is too hard, and things like this. Okay, the next command prompt we are going to look at is having ChatGPT do creative writing. Now, this is where the ChatGPT shines. So this is very amazing because it takes your prompts and generates it. You can ask ChatGPT to write songs, poems, and even YouTube scripts. Just ask anything you want to be written, and ChatGPT will do it for you. Let's ask ChatGPT to write me a short story about a ghost surprising people passing by. I wrote, write me a short story about a ghost surprising people passing by. Make the ghost have a very sad story. I've given the ChatGPT the general story, and I also asked the ghost to have a very sad story. So we gave ChatGPT prompts of the story as well as other requirements. We can ask ChatGPT for as many requirements as we want. And it generates a short story as we asked. As you see here, ChatGPT names the characters, buildings, and others. This is really creative and it is exactly what I wanted. Now we have a short story about the ghost. Let me do some more. I will ask ChatGPT to rewrite the story as a song. Nice, it starts generating the song using the story already made. It has verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and more. It is really cool. For last, I want this song to be a poem. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to turn this song into a poem. You can ask ChatGPT to create whatever you want. The next thing we are going to do is writing an email using ChatGPT. Actually, I bought an iPad last Sunday and I want to refund it because it has some technical problems with it. So I asked ChatGPT, write me an email to Miss Jessica if I can refund the iPad I bought last Sunday because it has some technical problems with it. I am Mike, and I want this email to be really polite. I give lots of context, what I want to be included, and I ask it to be really polite. Let's see how it generates the email. I've done this a few days before to write an email to my parents, as I think this email looks nice, so I will go with it. The next type of command prompt is having it brainstorm the ideas for us. Chat-GPT is actually extremely smart that even I used this many times. Let's get through the example right here. So I'm having an end of school party for about 14 friends. We want to do something outdoors that costs about $40 per person. Can you give me 6 ideas on what to do? See, it gave us 6 specific ideas for end of school party for 14 friends under $40 per person. If you want more specific ideas, you can type, expand on a picnic, give me what other things we can do during picnic. Also, if you're starting a YouTube channel and you don't know what to name it, we can ask ChatGPT to create a list for it. Alright, I've given some context about what my YouTube channel is going to be. And we are going to ask ChatGPT to create a good YouTube channel name. So I will say I'm trying to create a gaming YouTube channel. Give me ideas for the channel name. Give me 5 names, preferably under 15 characters. If you don't like the list, you can always give feedback to it. I will say those names sound too boring. Give me another 10. Now ChatGPT will give you another 10 names to choose from. If you like some of them, you can choose between them, or you can ask for more names similar to that. Also, you can ask for contents to do in your channel. The next type of command is summarizing text. One of the advantages of ChatGPT is that it can summarize the text for you. Now, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to summarize chapter 1 of The Old Man and the Sea. I will say summarize this text and paste chapter 1. And it's going to give us the summary of The Old Man and the Sea. You can also summarize what you want without pasting every text you want. You can just type summarize chapter 1 of The Old Man and the Sea. And it'll generate the summary for you. I'll just copy a few parts in the thesis of the superconductor and paste it in. Then at the top I will type, make it understandable for 10 years old. Nice. I'll just do one more thing right now. I will ask ChatGPT to summarize that again, but explain it to the college student. As you see, ChatGPT can summarize the text very well, and also it can level up and down the text. The next command prompt is asking to generate a list for you. I will just ask something like this. I am trying to build a muscle. Give me a list of top 10 foods to eat that can help me building muscles. It's going to generate 10 different foods that can help me to build muscles. Yeah, this could be very useful when you're gathering information. Let's say I have allergies to dairy products. As you see here, ChatGPT regenerates 10 different foods without dairy products. If you're trying to research an articles for an essay and school assignments, this feature is a great way to structure your work. Of course, you can ask ChatGPT to write an essay for you, but I don't recommend it because if you just copy and paste what ChatGPT wrote and submit that as your own work, that could be detected by AI content detectors. So don't copy the whole context. Copy and rewrite some in your own words into it. Another command prompt is asking for pros and cons. If you want to buy something and you don't know what to choose between two similar products, you can use this feature. Let's say I want to buy a wireless headphone and I don't know what to choose between Galaxy Buds 2 and AirPods 2. In this case, you can ask Chat-GPT to give the pros and cons of these two products. As you see here, Chat-GPT generates the pros and cons of the Galaxy Buds and AirPods. The next command prompt that we are going to talk about is getting feedback on our text. This feature is amazing, but lots of people don't know about this feature, so I'm going to give a few parts of my essay to ChatGPT and ask for some feedback. You can use this feature to upgrade your skills in writing essays and other things. I asked ChatGPT for feedback on my essay and also asked what is good and bad. As you see here, ChatGPT summarized my essay and gave a few feedback that can improve my essay. Also, it told me what is good and bad in my essay. I will just ask ChatGPT how to rewrite this text. And now it's going to give us possible rewrite of my essay. The last command prompt of ChatGPT is role-playing. As I said before, you can think that ChatGPT can be another person you can talk to. The cool thing about ChatGPT is that you can assign a role or identity to ChatGPT and make it actually talk, simulate, and have a conversation with you. So let's say you are interviewing me for a job at Apple. Conduct a practice interview with me. And ChatGPT will take that role and it will ask you questions. Let's give a response. When you give response, it will give more questions about it. You can spend time talking with ChatGPT whenever you want. When ChatGPT does not work in the way you want, you can give more detailed context to make it work as you want. This was basic of ChatGPT. AIs can boost up your work a lot. So try using AIs when you're working. Hope you use ChatGPT very well. If you've used ChatGPT and you're looking for other ways to use it, you could use extension of it. You can install extensions of ChatGPT in the Chrome Web Store. Remember, you should use Google Chrome, and you can't do this in your smartphones. The first extension that we are going to use is YouTube Summary. In the start page of the Chrome, click Google Apps in the upper right corner. Then scroll down until you see Chrome Web Store. Click it, then you'll be taken to the website that you can download Google Chrome extensions. When you've entered Chrome Web Store, head to the search bar and type YouTube Summary. Then click YouTube Summary with ChatGPT and Cloud. Click Add to Chrome to install the extension. A small dialog box will open saying, "This extension can read and change all your data on all websites. If you don't like it, click Cancel." But I'm going to click Add extension to continue. When you're finished downloading your first ChatGPT extension, go to the YouTube video and check if it's working. When you've entered the YouTube video, you will see that this small box have appeared. Click it to see the first script of the video. It has buttons like View AI Summary, Jump to the current time, and Copy Transcript. View AI Summary will automatically copy the whole script and open ChatGPT in a new tab. Jump to the current time will jump the script to the current position in the video. Copy Transcript will copy the whole script with just one click. This was the first extension of ChatGPT. Hope this extension helped you a lot. In the last video, we installed our first ChatGPT extension that summarizes YouTube videos. The second extension that we are going to use is AI PRM for ChatGPT, which is an extension that contains lots of prompts to help you use ChatGPT. To install this, head to the Chrome Web Store. Type AI PRM in the search bar. Then click AI PRM for ChatGPT. Click Add to Chrome to install the extension. A small dialog box will open saying, "This extension can read and change all your data on all websites. If you don't like it, click Cancel." but I'm going to click Add Extension to continue. You'll be taken to ChatGPT website with another small dialog box asking for account connection. Click Continue. You'll be taken to the website for signing up to AI PRM. Check the dialog box, then click the button below to continue. Select the account you want to use. Read the description, then click Continue. It'll send you an email for verify. Click this hyperlink to continue. Click link to OpenAI at the bottom. Make sure you've opened ChatGPT when you're doing this. New dialog box will appear saying that your OpenAI account is now connected with AI PRM account. Click continue, and now you're ready to use AI PRM for ChatGPT. You'll be taken to this window every time you enter ChatGPT. You can click the topic to choose which topic you're going to use. Activity for what you're going to use ChatGPT for. Sort by for how to sort the contents as. And model tells which ChatGPT model you're using for. These ChatGPT prompts are uploaded by SEO and community. You can choose whatever you want from here, or you can search specific one in the search bar. In this case, I'm going to type YouTube. Every prompts that are related to YouTube will appear. I'm going to select this one, YouTube scripts and catch title, intro, outro. Now I'm going to enter my topic here. As you see, it generates the thing I want. YouTube script, catch title, intro, outro. This was the second extension of ChatGPT. Hope this extension helped you a lot. In the last video, we installed our second ChatGPT extension that contains lots of prompts to help you use ChatGPT. The third extension that we are going to use is Merlin, which is an extension that helps you while you're searching in Google. To install this, head to the Chrome Web Store. Type Merlin in the search bar. Then click Chat in Merlin. Click Add to Chrome to install the extension. A small dialog box will open saying, this extension can read and change all your data on all websites. If you don't like it, click Cancel, but I'm going to click Add extension to continue. You'll be taken to Merlin website. Click Sign Up button. I will use my Google account. When you finish signing up to Merlin, your current plan will be appeared as free. Free plan has limitations. So if you want to use Merlin without any limitations, you can click Get Merlin Pro. At right, a small icon will appear. When you click it, a small box will appear on the right. Now it's all set. Whenever you search for something in Google, Merlin will summarize and give information here. This was third extension of ChatGPT. Hope this extension helped you a lot. If you finish learning how to use ChatGPT and you want to know if there's more AI like ChatGPT, you could use Google Bard. Google Bard is an AI developed by Google that can help your everyday tasks and more. We are going to learn few basic prompts that can help you out. In order to use Bard, you just need to type bard.google.com. Then you'll be taken to this website. Now, if you're going to try Bard, you'll need your personal Google account. If you're using Bard with a company account, the warning message will appear, saying that Bard isn't supported for this account. Also, you need to be over 18 years old in order to use Bard. When you're ready, click Try Bard. The Terms and Privacy warning appears. Read it carefully and click the button. I will click I agree. When you're finished, the pop-up will appear. saying Bard is still in experiment so there might be a mistake. But that's not a problem for me, so I'll click this checkbox and press continue. For last, a small box will appear. I will just press got it. Now we are all set to use Bard. Let's get through this. First, I will teach you a very simple prompt. Question. To ask a question to Bard, you just need to type 6 WHs. Who, which, why, where, when, what. So it's same as the question forms you use in your daily life. I want to know who's the author of Harry Potter. So I type who is the author of Harry Potter. It says the author of Harry Potter is J.K. Rowling. Good, it's correct. Now the next prompt that I'm going to tell you is suggestions. I'm going to type recommend 10 books about business. And it gave me 10 books about business and also the link of the specific descriptions. I can just click the link to go there. Also, if you click this button at the upper right corner, which is written view other drafts, you can check same answers with other form. Bard isn't really good at translation. Usually it doesn't understand what I mean, so I'll skip this. Next command prompt is brainstorming. I will say I want to write a song, and I don't know what to write, so I'll ask Bard to write me a song about orange. And here we go. Also, I'll ask Bard to write a story about the blue dragon. As you can see, it generates a very nice story about the blue dragon. It even named the dragon. I will also ask Bard to rewrite this story into a poem. See? Bard made a nice poem with a story. For last, I'm going to rewrite it into a haiku. It knows exactly what I meant and wrote it for me. The next command prompt is generating email. Bard is really good at this. Let's say I broke my phone last night. Because of my friend John. I want to write an email to John to pay for it. So I'm going to tell Bard to write an email about it. Bard generated an email for me. It's good, let's check other drafts. I think the first one is the best. I'm going to use this form. The disadvantage of Bard is that it's still an experiment, so it's bad at role-playing and being mentored by you. So I prefer you to use Chat-GPT. This was basic of Google Bard. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have you ever seen AI drawings? It is realistic and amazing. If you also want to generate AI drawings, there's few websites you can use. But the one I'm going to show you is Playground, which is a free AI image generator. To use it, go to playgroundai.com. From here, click Get Started and log in with your Google account. From here, you can drag and drop this little box here to move the frame. You can type your prompts in this little dialog box. I will type a young boy drawing a house on a canvas. As you see, I provide the prompts very specifically. That's because when you provide the specific prompts, AI will have a better understanding of your intended meaning. But if you enter too many prompts, it will negatively affect the image. I will click Generate to generate the image. It will take few seconds to generate it. There we go. We've got a nice image. Hold mouse wheel and move to change the view. Control plus mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Also, we can choose which type of paint to use. For me, I'm going to use canvas because it looks better for me. Now in the left panel, there's an area called Image to Image, where you can upload the image you want to use as inspiration. And below that is the filter area. You can choose which style to use. The third area is Exclude area. You can type whatever you want to exclude from your image, like colors, scenery, and objects. And the last one is the Control Traits area, which controls the generated image traits like edges, depths, and pose. In the upper panel, there's tools like Import Image, Move and Select, Hand Tool and Pen, Generate Image, Draw, Erase, Instruct to Edit, and Comments. You can use Import Image to import the image in your computer or from Playground to the canvas. Move and Select tools to move and select objects in the canvas. Hand tool and pen to move view inside the canvas. Generate image tool to select wheel to generate your image. Draw tool to draw on your image and regenerate the image with your drawing and prompts. Erase tool to select and erase objects in your image. Instruct tool to insert objects to your images. Command tool to write a note when sharing projects to others. And in the right panel, there are some drag bars. First two are for controlling the width and the length of an image. Below that is the one that controls prompt guidance, but I won't talk about this because they are a little more advanced. And the fourth is the one which lets you increase or decrease the resolution of an image. The last drag bar is refinement drag bar, but we won't talk about this because this is also a little more advanced. There's few buttons to select how many images to generate. There's also a sampler, but we won't talk about this because this is also a little more advanced. Lastly, there's also a seed, but we'll talk about this later in this video. You can also watch images generated by communities. To do that, click this icon in the upper left corner and click Communities feed. Then you'll be able to see some cool projects shared by others. You can also move between tags by clicking these buttons. I like this image. I want to generate something similar to that. To do that, click on the image and click Copy Prompt. Then the image's prompt will be copied to your clipboard. To paste it, go back to the canvas by clicking the icon in the upper left corner. Then click Your Canvas file. Then click the canvas you are working with. I will paste the copied prompt in the prompt area. Choose the filter I want to use. Then click Generate. And there we go. We've got some nice image similar to the image that was on the community feed. Also, there's another way to do the same thing. Just go back to the community feed and click the image you want. And you can see that there's a seed number. Seed has its own unique ID. And you can copy and paste it into seed area to make similar images. And there we go. We've got some nice image similar to the image that was on the community feed. To download the image, right-click on the image you want to download, then click Download. This was basics of generating images using AI in Playground AI. Try generating as many images as you want, so it gets handy with you. Hope this video helped you a lot.